Welcome to the Big Apple Sports and Entertainment Network. I am your host, Joseph Simile, joined by my co-host, Dan Bauer, as well as our technical producer, Kevin Berns. Here we have a little exhibition game between your LIU Sharks up against the College of Mount St. Vincent Dolphins. And we are announcing lineups right now. This is LIU coach Rod Strickland's first ever home game as a head coach. Both teams have started their seasons off 0-1, with LIU dropping its opener to Utah 89-48, while Mount St. Vincent lost its opener to Centenary 91-66. The Sharks struggled against Utah on both ends in their 41-point loss, as they were beaten out in almost every single category. The Utes had a chokehold on the Sharks offense, racking up 8 steals, 8 blocks, and holding the Sharks to only 32% from the field. They also dominated the rebound battle, recording 53 boards, including a staggering 17 on the offensive side to the Sharks' 34. The Sharks' starting five is going to be Trey Wood, Keon Berns, Jacob Johnson, Jake Cook, and Sheik Nadaya. Now, Dan, quickly, before we get started here, let's go to our keys of the game.
Joe, I think we need to start off with the fact that we're going to have some size advantage on CMSV. Their tallest player is only at 6'6", and their biggest player is at 220. We have a couple new bodies on the team this year. We have some size, and I really think that we should be able to take advantage of that and take it to them on the boards and down in the paint.
Absolutely, Dan. As you said, the tallest Mount St. Vincent player is only 6'6", and they only have one player above 220 pounds, whereas the Sharks have quite a bit of size in their roster this year. The other big key is to control the ball. LIU had 17 turnovers in their opener, and CMSV had a staggering 18 steals in their opener. So ball control is going to be a really big thing here for the Sharks. As we get ready, our last key, not to cut you off here, Dan, but is to contain Dan Porchich and Arun Darab. Porchich averaged 18.6 points per game for the Dolphins last year, and Darab averaged a little over 9, but at 17 in their opener, including 7 steals. So it's going to be interesting how the Sharks go at that as we get ready for the tip here. It's going to go to Mount St. Vincent here, and we already have a whistle. Looks
Quick
like
whistle coming off the back there, Joe.
Yeah, not sure what.
Stand down on the far end of the court with CMSV.
Yeah, not sure what the call there was. Our officials today are Dave.
Our clock hasn't started yet, which is
Oh,
why.
okay, yep. Clock issue here. Our officials today are Dave Fernandez, Andrew Maria, and Brandon Camille. As we are getting that clock issue fixed. We talked pre-game, Dan, about what to expect here from these Sharks. As we were going to touch upon, the Sharks did switch up their lineup from their opening match, as we were seeing Jake Cook and Sheik Nadaya put into the starting lineup after having great openers. What do you think about that, Dan?
I like to see that we're flexible enough with those lineups. Granted, it is early in the season. You never know how we can do. But the fact that Jake Cook was able to come and get a lot of minutes in that first game and get rewarded with the starting spot is a good sign.
Absolutely, Dan. I think it's a really good sign to see Coach Strickland in his home debut able to mix and match these lineups. As we see Arun Darab hand it off there. CMSV working the ball around, big screen up there, and
First shot is missed and picked up on a nice board by Keon Berns there.
Absolutely, as the Sharks come down the floor, kick out to Trey Wood, who makes the tray himself. That'll get the Sharks off to a 3-0 lead here.
Quick play by the Sharks there, and there's a great dish out there to Trey on the corner.
Absolutely, and send that one back. Jake Cook with the block on Arun Darab there. What a play by Jake Cook, the new LIU starter.
So we have 2 great big plays for the Sharks to start off things there and get the energy up.
Absolutely. Great start there for the Sharks as Dan Porsick, their leading scorer for the 3, can't get it to go. Rebound Sharks. Trey Wood pushing the ball up the floor quickly. Keon Berns getting it to Sheik Nadaya, but he cannot corral that ball, as that'll be a turnover for the Sharks.
Just a little miscommunication, but I already like that they're immediately wanting to feed the big guy down there on the paint.
Absolutely. Like we said, that's going to be a big key for the Sharks here, is taking advantage of the size.
We got Cabazuto bringing up the ball right now. Keon's D'ing him up. Yeah, and it's clear that the St. Vincent is looking to dish the ball around a lot.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to move that ball around, as a nice little floater there from Cabazuto. And now the Sharks are going to make their way up the court. Trey Wood here with the ball. Quick little handoff to Jacob Johnson. Dishing ball and steal there by Arun Darab. as we said, Darab had 7 steals in the Dolphins opener. He is an absolute menace on the defensive side of the court. He is one of their 2 senior guards, the other being their leading scorer, Dan Porsick. The senior is going to be a big part here for this Dolphins team. As beautiful pass on the backdoor cut there. That'll be dropped to DJ Tucker. As the Sharks now looking to push the pace. This was something that Rod Strickland talked about extensively prior to the season, is trying to push the pace on offense. Kick out to Jake Cook in the corner for 3. Unable to get it to fall, and that one's going to be off Nadaya. That's going to be Dolphin ball.
It was a good look. Jake had it in the corner. It's the shot he's looking for, and it was a good dish, but he just wasn't able to put it through, and Nadai wasn't able to get in proper position.
Absolutely, Dan. So now we got 4-3 here. Dolphins in the lead. And Keon Birds with some good defense there. Nadai guarding up top. And that'll be Porsick for 3. Unable to get that one to fall.
Trey Wood with a nice rebound there, but you can tell that the Dolphins are looking to get Porsick the ball.
Absolutely. Here's their leading scorer. Keon Berns able to knock that one down. That'll be a 6-4 lead for the Sharks. Porsick now with the dribble handoff. Working it around, Porsick up top. Swinging it around. Darab in the corner. Kicks it out. Oh, nice little cut there by Tucker, but blocked there by Jacob Johnson. Jacob Johnson's a great defender for the Sharks as Wood 4-3. Cannot get it to go. Nadai with the big board.
There
and
we
puts
go.
it
That's
back.
what we want to see, Joe. He was able to use his size, get up there, and put it right back
Absolutely.
in.
And the Dolphins also looking to push here. Darab with the ball now. They're trying to get a lot of off-ball action going towards the basket here. Darab step back 4-3, and that'll miss, and that'll be the Sharks ball.
Q was able to get right up there and deflect a shot, and you can tell that then Darab panicked a little bit and was able to get it away. So great Q there by Deion Berns.
Absolutely great D there by Keon Berns. Now Trey Wood bringing the ball up. The Sharks point guard. Oh, fakes the handoff, gets inside. Cook unable to hold on to it, but does draw the foul. So that'll be 2 free throws for Jake Cook.
Great play there by Trey Wood. He's able to penetrate and saw an open cutter from Jake coming in there, and he was able to get him. A couple free throws coming up here, Joe.
Absolutely. And now the 2 Sharks guards going over to the bench, talking to Coach Rod Strickland there, getting some advice while Cook takes these 2 free throws. Cook able to knock that one down. You could literally hear a pin drop in this arena there.
Very interesting to hear that even in these headphones.
Incredibly quiet, yeah. And Cook getting ready for the second here as the Sharks are returning to the floor, and he sinks that one as well.
Nails them both. Job well done. We got the Dolphins coming up the floor now, and they're getting
Porsick
right back to it.
Taking the handoff, moving it around. Oh, looking for Connolly there, unable to get it.
Great steal by Jacob Johnson.
Jacob Johnson fumbling the ball a little. The Dolphins are absolutely hounding him. Cook has it, missed an open Keon in the corner. Trey Wood with the ball now. Able to penetrate. Oh, beautiful defense there by Arun Darab. Able to tie up Trey Wood. And that'll be a jump ball.
Quick hands by Darab there. And once again, it shows that those steals he got in that first game was no mistake.
Absolutely. Possession staying with the Sharks there. And Keon Berns to inbound. And Jake Cook able to get inside right over Porsick. And that is one advantage the Sharks are going to have is that size over CMSV.
And you can tell that one was exactly how they drew it up.
Absolutely. They're looking to attack Porsick there. Porsick now with the ball, kicking it out to Darub. And, oh, beautiful steal there by Cheek Nadai. Jacob Johnson pushing it, looking for Keon Berns, unable to hold on to it, but Trey Wood with the recovery. Kicking out to Keon for 3. And that one is good.
Once again, Q hits the open 3. Dude's looking on a great start. And honestly, I would say it's a great start to the Sharks. We're up 15-4 with 4 minutes into the game.
15-4, and that'll be a quick timeout here. Yeah, so like you said, Dan, quick start for the Sharks. Looking great on both sides of the floor, really running the ball up the floor. Exactly as Coach Strickland wants.
Yeah, one of the things that was I was noticing was the Dolphins are doing a really good job at making cuts to the basket. Luckily, we were able to recover on most of those and play some solid defense, but they got a couple decent looks to start the game. And since then, they have been looking to they've just struggled a little bit and had a couple turnovers.
That's right, Dan. We're seeing a lot of good things out of LIU here. We're hoping that this can keep up. I wonder if the Dolphins are going to make any quick adjustments here to get any new players in the game.
It's time for that. It's time for a little bit of a change. And you're going to see if we have any new lineups. So, yeah, if you take a look, we've also taken this break to get a couple players checked in here for the Sharks.
Yep, and here we go. We come back here. Marco Maletic and Amadou Fall both check in for the Sharks. And it looks like the Dolphins are going to stay with the same 5 there. Working the ball around. Porsick for 3. That one's short. Rebound Fall. Gives it to Wood. Wood pushing up the court. Sizing up DeRube. Gets it to Cook. Working it around. Fall has it out to Berns. Fakes it to Wood. Gets it into Fall. Fall looking to work. Drop step. Gets the foul. Unable to get the shot to go. That'll be 2 free throws there for Fall.
Love seeing that right off the jump from Amadou Fall getting in. He checks in, and you can tell that he was bodying them all up to get that, and they kept looking at him a couple times, and he was able to get a little physical in there and get some shots going. So it was nice for Fall to check in and do something immediately, and he's got 2 shots right from the jump. He was able to miss that first one front. Ooh, that was a fun little spill there. First day, baby. Amadou Fall about to take his second free throw here. It is up, and it was off the back end. Keon Berns with a great rebound there. Dishes it over to Trey Wood, who's back up to Keon Barnes, who's open. Shoots that one for 3. Got it. Third 3 of the game there for Keon Barnes. Looking great. Dolphins can bring up the ball, and they're going to look to continue. All right. And an offensive foul there. Sharks got the ball up, and they're ready to go again. How you doing there, kid?
Apologies there. We had some technical difficulties on my end, but we are back, and we are cooking here. Sharks have the ball. Trey Wood working the way around a pick and roll. Jake Cook for 3. Quick trigger there. Unable to get to Fall. Keon Burns fighting for the board. And DJ Tucker's unable to save it. It'll stay with the Sharks.
Q with a great second effort there and allowed the Sharks to keep the ball.
Absolutely. Right inside to Jake Cook. Jake Cook able to just walk in the paint, get a quick bucket. That'll put the Sharks up 20-4.
That's the second inbound play we've seen, too, where they had Jake come in at the last second, cut right to the basket.
Absolutely, and it is working against this shorter Dolphins team as they're working around. George Mejia checked in for the Dolphins during that last break as well. And DJ Tucker has the ball. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Beautiful Euro step, kicks it out for 3. Unable to get it to Fall.
The Dolphins were able to get a shot that they wanted, though.
And DJ Tucker able to get it to Fall and the foul. That'll be a shot for the Dolphins.
That was a great entry pass by Porsick there, too, that was able to find him right next to the basket.
Absolutely. Great job there by Porsick, who appears to be checking out in favor of Brian Rawling, sophomore guard. And RJ Green checking in for the Sharks here in favor of Keon Burns.
It was interesting to see there how the Dolphins didn't put anybody in the paint.
Yeah, they were willing to give that one up no matter what.
Sharks lead 20-7 as Wood brings the ball up the court. Let's see if we can get another open shot here, Joe.
Yep, Maletic, new Shark, kicks that out to Wood, who's trying to get free, but gets past his defender. Nice Euro step, gets tied up, is able to hold on to the ball, kicks it out to Green. Green looking for something to do, dribbles, kicks out to Maletic in the corner, gets that one to Fall. Maletic is just a fantastic shooter out of Laramie Community College.
Marco was able to get that first shot up and hit it. Sharks are shooting well from deep today.
Absolutely, Dan. Porsick for 3. Is unable to get to Fall. Sharks with the rebound. A little scare there. Pushing up the court. Maletic another 3. Quick trigger, unable to get it to Fall. Rebound Dolphins. But Green's able to poke that one free. It will stay with the Dolphins, though.
You tell Marco wanted to shoot that one, and it would have been great if he would have got to a hot start.
Yeah, Marco is a very good and a very confident shooter. Believe he set the record at Laramie Community College for three-pointers made in the season. Just a fantastic shooter.
Yeah, let's go. Let's keep that going then. We also had Jacob Johnson just check in there for Jake Cook.
Yep, good call, Dan. Johnson come back into the game.
The Dolphins are contented passing it around the block. You can tell that they're definitely picking their spots.
Yep, tough finish there. Unable to get it to fall from the Dolphins.
Great rebound by R.J. Green, though.
Absolutely. As he's pushing up the court, finds Trey Wood. Apologies there for the music, but he's able to get that one to drop. Now Joshua Cabazuto bringing it up the court. Dishing it around the perimeter there. And there we go. The Dolphins get a cut, but unable to hold on to it is Jalen Lewis, the freshman forward out of the Bronx. And that'll stay with the Dolphins. Appears to have been deflected.
Trey Wood was great in getting his hands in there and deflecting them, causing a little bit of an issue.
Absolutely, Dan. And now the Dolphins trying to work it around here. Kicking it to Brian Rawlings, who's going to take it back, and he's going to try to attack Malatic. Ball gets held up there. We got 3 to shoot. Brian Rawlings going to fake it, going to have to put it up. Unable to get it to fall, but that'll be a rebound for Joshua Cabazuto, who is going to try to attack Trey Wood. Step back, puts up the shot. Nice little lefty mid-range jumper there from Cabazuto.
That was a little good sequence of events there by Cabazuto. He had a great board, and he was able to keep it alive, and he's in there playing tough.
Absolutely, Dan. Oh, and a tough drive in there for Jacob Johnson. Does draw the offensive foul, and that'll go to the Dolphins ball. Sharks are up 25-9 right now. Dolphins making some changes.
Brian Rawlings was in there. He wasn't going to let anyone bully him over and took the offensive charge there.
Absolutely, Dan. Way to put your body out there for Brian Rawlings.
Couple new bodies out there for the Dolphins. You can see they're trying to get them involved
there
immediately.
by Trey Wood. Oh, nice little spin move there. Unable to hold on to it, though. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. A prayer shot will be fouled on the shot. That'll be 3 free throws there for Dylan Hod, the sophomore out of Great Neck.
Man, that was a really unfortunate foul for the Sharks there because they were down to 1 second left on the shot clock. And like you said, he just threw up a prayer that wasn't even close.
That's right, Dan.
Tough foul there for Trey Wood.
Quick timeout here. We'll cut to a quick little commercial. Be back after the break. This break in the action is brought to you by the LIU Marketing Society. For individuals looking for experience in digital marketing, creative advertisements, and graphic design, this is the club for you. It looks great in your resume. Meetings are at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. For more information, DM at LIU Marketing Society. That's at LIU Marketing Society on Instagram. Or join the E-Club in presence. Thank you to LIU Marketing Society. Thank you to the LIU Marketing Society for sponsoring our little broadcast here.
Love that. Love your read of them. And I love that we have such a great marketing society.
Absolutely.
It's so like a marketing society to be one of the few people to hit you up on getting an ad out there.
Yeah, Marketing Society was the first organization to contact me about wanting to get some airtime, and we are more than happy to oblige. If you are an LIU student, you have a club, event, album, anything like that, and would like to promote it on the air, feel free to DM any one of us or go to our Twitter account, which will be linked in the description.
Nice. We got a little sloppy there for a little bit. It would be nice to see if the Sharks can string together another good couple minutes like they did at the start of the game, Joe.
Absolutely. Hod going to the line. Sharks up 25-9. Hod looking to shoot 3 here. Let's see if he can knock him down. First one is a swish. No doubt about that one. Yeah, Hod just got a nice stroke there at the line. Sophomore guard and kind of wing there for the Dolphins out of Great Neck. Went to Broadfording for high school, and now he is at Mount St. Vincent. And he misses that one there, getting into his little routine. Let's see if he makes this next one. And he does not, but rebound there by the Dolphins. A little fadeaway there by Sean Goodwin, who has checked into the game. Now the Sharks looking to push it up the floor. Defense chance from the crowd here. Malatic, nice pass there down low.
Great pass there by Marco.
Beautiful pass.
Down below, and he's able to put it right up and in.
Beautiful pass there to check. Love to see that by Marco. That was really something nice. And now the Dolphins trying to work it around here. Hod kicks it out. That'll be a 3-point attempt. No good. Malatic with the board.
Sharks continue pushing the ball. No reason to let go at this point in time.
RJ Green kicking out to Marco Malatic for 3. Short on that one. Gets his own board. Takes it inside. Beautiful pass down low. One little dribble. Unable to go for Noble Crawford. But who else but check the die down low. Able to clean it up and get the bucket there. Nice little shot off the glass there for Jalen Lewis. We've got ourselves a ball game here. Sharks up 29-12. And working around Malatek again for 3. Able to knock it down. Beautiful shot by Malatek.
Love that he's still looking to shoot, Joe. It's that bad joke that shooters got to shoot. But what we like to see is that he's doing it immediately in his first home game here in Brooklyn.
Absolutely. Malatek's a lethal shooter. Oh, good contest there by Noble Crawford. Does infringe on the shooter space there, so that will be a foul. Going to the line for 2, it looks like it's going to be Jalen Lewis. He's going to the line for 2 for Mount St. Vincent there. And unable to get that one to go right off the back iron. Dan Porsick back into the game here for the Dolphins. So, that's going to be a big thing for the Sharks, watching out on Porsick. Porsick struggling early on here, but he is a proven lethal scorer. He has scored at both the D2 level at Concordia as well as at Mount St. Vincent at the D3 level.
RJ Green's been bringing up the ball those last couple times. It's nice to see that the Sharks have a couple guys that they can rely on for doing so.
Absolutely. And speaking of Green, gets inside, gets fouled. Looks like Green will be going to the line for 2. Good little move there by Green in order to draw the contact.
Yeah, Dylan Hod got in the way trying to take that charge again, but RJ had a good head of steam there and was able to get a nice little foul for the Sharks.
Absolutely. Oh, it looks like we're not going to the line. Looks like it will stay on the floor. Malatek inbounding. Kicks out to Crawford. Back to Green for 3. Unable to get that one to go. Nadai with a big board down low. And unable to hold on to it, but gets it back. Kicks it out, but right to Jalen Lewis of the Dolphins, who brings it up the floor. Goes right at Malatek. Unable to get it to go. Board there by Jacob Johnson, who's going to push it up the floor. Malatek run into the corner. They find him. Pump fake. Takes it inside. Kicks it out to nobody. A bad pass there by Malatek. And that looks like it'll be an easy look. Oh, or not. Foul there. Dylan Hod going to the line for 2. Fouled there by Noble Crawford.
Jacob Johnson was willing to chase him down there.
Or Jacob Johnson was
that back to it. We just had an interesting series of events there, my guy Joe. There was a lot of passes. There was a lot of rough stuff. But at the end of it, the Sharks just had a couple missed opportunities there because, like you said, we had Check with the amazing rebound that just wasn't able to put it back up and through.
Absolutely, Dan. And Hod will sink that first one there. Jake Cook checking back in for the Sharks along with Keon Berns. Jacob Johnson and Marco Malatek will go to the bench, so the Sharks are going back big here with Cook and Nadaye. And unable to get that one to go is Hod, as the Sharks are now pushing up the floor. RJ Green got it. Nice spin move off his defender. Going to the pick with Check. Kicks out to Cook. Pump fakes. One dribble pull up. Unable to get that one to go. Hod with the board. Hod has been all over the court for the Dolphins here. Gets the pass there to the corner. That'll be Jalen Lewis, who kicks it to Joseph Carriere. Moving it around, Hod once again. Porchik trying to get open, being guarded by Jake Cook. Pass there. Back to Porchik for 3. And that one will fall. Dan Porchik with his first basket of the game.
Like he said, they've been looking for him, and he was finally able to go get a shot.
Yep, Keon Berns in transition. Nice little jump pass there to Noble Crawford, who gets inside. Tough finish. Unable to get it to go, but does draw the foul. That'll be Crawford to the line for 2.
Noble looked really strong there, head straight to the basket, put his head down, was able to get that foul.
Absolutely, very strong move there by Crawford, drawing the contact, and now he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws. Sharks are up 32-17, 9:09 left on the clock. Porsik's got some nice shoes on, Dan. You see those right there, right in front of us?
I've been noticing all these shoes, Joe. We got the Sharks rocking a lot of Kyries, it appears, and then a little Nike game going on.
Oh yeah, it looks like a lot of the Sharks are wearing the same shoes. They all the Sharks on the court appear to be wearing the same shoes, as well as Hot appears to be wearing a very similar shoe. Unsure if it's the same one, but interesting to note there. Hot will take the ball up now for the Dolphins. Little fake dribble handoff, gets it to Porsik. Porsik fakes the screen, gets the screen, tries to kick it out to Hod, but is out of bounds. Porsik struggling early on here, Dan. 0 for 4 from the field, just got a turnover there. Only 3 points there for him.
But because of that, a couple of the Dolphins players have been able to get their shine in, such as Jalen Lewis, DJ Tucker, and Kabazuto as well.
Absolutely, Dan. Nice little combined effort there from the Dolphins, unlike what we expected to see. But we'll see how the rest of this game goes. Nice little pass there to Keon Berns. Out to Cook for 3, and unable to get that one, but who else but Cheek Nadai there on the glass. Big boy move down low, and he gets that one to drop.
We love to see that kind of athleticism and strength. That puts the Sharks up 35-17 with 8.5 minutes left to go in the first.
Absolutely big move there by Nadai, and that shot is good from Joseph Carriere, the freshman out of White Plains.
RJ freshmen that have been able to get in there with him and Jalen Lewis.
Absolutely, yeah. Dolphins definitely have a young team, like we said, and that'll be an offensive foul going the Dolphins' way.
The ref thought that was maybe a little too physical in there when he threw his shoulder down.
Absolutely, Dan. And the Dolphins only have 2 seniors by my count, and that would be the 2 guards, Porchik and DeRob.
So for them to be able to get these guys some time in has been really helpful.
Absolutely. It looks like they're trying to build for the future here with this program. And, they're putting up a fight here against the Sharks. Porsick moving 3, unable to get that one to fall. And that one will go out of bounds. That one will be Sharks ball.
Honestly, great hustle there by Jack Connolly of the Dolphins. The fact that he was able to get in there between 4 Sharks just shows that maybe we need to work on boxing out a little bit more.
Absolutely great hustle there by Connolly. He's got a little break in the action. We'll be back after this.
Score 35-19, LIU Sharks.
The LIU Esports Club would like to remind everyone they're hosting a Just Dance event on Thursday, December 1st. No sign-up necessary. Enter for a chance to win a $25 Amazon gift card. That is Thursday, December 1st in the Esports Arena. Come on down and get your dance on for a chance to win, courtesy of the LIU Esports Club. Reminder, enter for a chance to win a $25 Amazon gift card. And we are back after that break. Sharks are up 35-19. We got 7:59 left in this first half. Sharks look like they're going to trot out Noble Crawford, Keon Berns, Check Nadaya, Jake Cook, and RJ Green.
Sharks have been shooting 63% from the field so far, with about 50% from 3 at 6 for 13. So let's keep trying to get those open shots and see what we can do towards the end of this half.
Absolutely, Dan. And as we said, the Dolphins are getting a lot of contributions out of their freshmen. But what about RJ Green, freshman guard for the Sharks out of the Bronx? And we got a little tie up there. Looks like it might be going the Dolphins' way. Yes, it is. So
regardless, it was good to see Nadaya in there fighting for it.
Absolutely good hustle there by multiple players on both ends. And it looks like DeRob is back in the game for the Dolphins. He has been very good in his short little stint at the beginning of the game. He is a real playmaker for them on both ends of the floor. There he goes for three, able to get that one to fall. So that'll bring the Dolphins up to 22 points to the Sharks 35. RJ Green bringing it up, slowing things down here a little bit for the Sharks. I think we've seen that a bit with RJ Green. When he's in the game, the Sharks offense slows down a little bit. Berns there, tough little mid-range jumper, almost getting it to go, but Nadaye again.
Good looking shot there by Q. Let's keep those going.
A little bit of theatrics there by DJ Tucker as they move the ball around. Tough shot there by Carrier. No foul called. Connolly has it up top. Does not want to shoot that one. Oh, nice little pick there by Connolly to Rob. Trying to get it to Carrier, but unable to connect the pass there. And that'll be the Sharks' ball as Marco Malitic checking in for the Sharks along with Jacob Johnson. Looks like Noble Crawford going to the bench.
And Keon. What was great was even with our small size there, Noble and Keon were able to play good defense down below and force those guys to take bad shots.
Absolutely, and as I was saying, RJ Green, when he's in the game, it looks like he's trying to run more of the offense, not really trying to push the pace too much. Definitely interesting compared to Trey Wood, who loves to push the pace there, as Malitic kicks out to Johnson in the corner, gets it down to Nadaye. Big boy move, gets fouled on the hook shot. Nadaye is pretty hyped with that one. Nadaye has just been unstoppable down low.
When he gets the ball, he wants to score, and it has been great to see. You know, it just goes to show with everything that we talked about from this first game and with him, he's coming in with a lot of size, and he recognizes it, and he's trying to use it to his advantage.
Absolutely, and now it looks like Nadaye might need a second here as the ref gets ready to give him the ball. He's shooting two. Sharks up 35-22, 6:34 left in the first. Nadaye sinks the first one there. Nice little stroke there by Nadaye. Nadaye getting ready for the second here. Now, Nadaye has been all over as he misses that one. Nadaye, originally from Chai, Senegal, has made his way to the United States. He went to St. Louis Christian Academy with fellow Shark Amadou Fall. And then he's bounced around a little bit. He's been to Lee College, Southeastern Community, as well as Faulkner University, now reuniting with Fall on the Sharks. As the Dolphins working around, Connolly in the post, kicks it out to Porsick. Porsick trying to get open on Cook, doesn't matter, just pulls it up anyways, unable to get that to fall. Great hustle there by Jacob Johnson down there, and jump ball, that'll go
great
to
play
the
there by
Dolphins.
Joshua Capizzuto too. He was fighting down there in the land of guys much taller than him, and the fact that he was able to play aggressively and get that one shows well for him.
Absolutely, if there's one word to describe this Dolphins team, it's definitely aggressive.
I love to see it, man.
Yeah, they don't care that they don't have the size that LIU does. They're ready to fight down low. And Connolly, their biggest player, unable to get that one to fall. Johnson gets hit in the fast break, keeps it going though. Kicking out to RJ Green. He's going to reset, calling out a little play there. Cook looks like he's going to set the screen right. He does. RJ Green working it inside. Beautiful finish. Unable to get it to fall, but Cook on the putback. Nice little play there by Jake Cook.
That was great all the way around. RJ Green made a great drive to the basket, and the ball just wasn't quite able to fall, but Jake was right there for that putback shot.
Absolutely. Now the Dolphins working it around. Gets it to Porsick. Porsick looking for someone else. Kicks it around to Capizzuto, who is trying to take advantage of Jacob Johnson. Jacob Johnson, a great defender. It does not matter, though. Capizzuto puts that right over him. Capizzuto is really impressive this game, Dan.
He great drive to the basket.
He does not care who's guarding him, who's doing what. He's trying to make his impact felt. And Malitic wide open, unable to get that one to go from three. DJ Tucker with the board. As the Dolphins are pushing it, Porsick takes it inside, does get fouled as he tries to put the ball on the floor. And it looks like we got a one-on-one here as the Sharks are in the penalty. Sharks are up 38-24 with 5:07 left.
It's 8 fouls there on the Shark, which means, like you said, it activated the one-on-one. The Dolphins also have 6 fouls, so that'll be coming up soon for the Sharks as well.
Good point there, Dan. Now we got Porsick at the line for 2. As I mentioned, Porsick was their leading scorer last year. He has struggled in his first 2 games, though. Struggled in their opener and today. But let's see if he could turn around for the Dolphins.
He steps to the line, and he's 1 of 7 from the field right now, so it's definitely something that he keeps shooting, which we like to see from their top players. But as long as we keep playing him tight, which is clearly one of the things that they tried to do with him, we should continue to be able to slow him down.
Absolutely. Unable to get that one to fall. And now the Sharks have the ball, working it in transition. Amadou Fall is checking into the game for it, checking Nadaye. RJ Green working it around to Cook. Cook Hop step in the lane. Wild shot there. Amadou Fall with the board. Unable to hold on to it, though. And Porsick fighting for that ball, and that ball's going to stay with the Sharks.
Great to see Amadou Fall in there, putting in his worth, and the fact that that ball was able to go our way was super helpful as well.
Keon Berns checks in for Jake Cook. Dan Porsick goes to the bench for the Dolphins here. And, Porsick's still making his impact felt. He's not having it with the shot right now, but he is their most vocal defender. He is kind of their leader, one of their leaders, along with Arun Darab, who leaves open the Sharks shooter there. That's RJ Green for 3. Great shot there by Green.
And he was pulling right up from the top of the paint. I love that he saw his opportunity and he took it.
Yep, Darab went under the screen. He took advantage of it. Darab working it around now. Ball in the corner. The Dolphins keep working it around. Dolphins really not looking to rely on any one person to create. They're really relying on a lot of ball movement, a lot of off-ball movement. Bad pass there into the paint.
Stolen by Amadou.
Yep, bad pass there by Goodwin as the Sharks push it up. RJ Green, beautiful spin move, unable to get the shot to fall, but that'll be a foul. RJ Green going to the line after a beautiful move.
He's really been taking charge of the time when he's been in the game. He brought it up whenever he's running the point. He slows things down, and he's really calm and collected. And there, he saw his opportunity, drove right to the hole and took it. Now he's about to get a couple shots.
Absolutely. Really nice showing here from Green, the freshman out of the Bronx. A lot of people weren't necessarily expecting him to play a whole lot this year, but he's been their backup point guard, and I'd say he's doing a pretty good job here for the Sharks.
These early minutes are showing what they clearly think about him too, as he nails that first free throw.
Absolutely, Dan. I think that both teams have a lot of guys that could be really helpful in the rotation for both teams. RJ Green obviously being one of them, 6'6", 207 pounds.
And he hit that second free throw that gives the Sharks a 43-24 lead with 4 minutes left in this half.
Dolphins working the ball around now, looking for an open look. Working it around once more, trying to drive in. Unable to do that. Great defense there by Keon Berns. A little more motion here by the Dolphins. DJ Tucker takes it inside. Nice little take there by Tucker. Beautiful finish. And the Sharks now pushing it up. Jacob Johnson takes it inside. Scoop layup, gets it to go. Tough finish there by Johnson.
Great look, great pass down the court, too. And the Sharks are clearly, they're wanting to step up the pace a little bit towards the end of this half.
Absolutely. Here we got 3:35 left in the half. 45-26 Sharks. Beautiful block there by Amadou Fall, but that'll be a foul.
Q got to him before they were able to get the shot up, but Amadou sent him.
Foul on Q, okay.
Yeah, Amadou was able to send that towards the back. He really wanted that one, too.
Yeah, he was really excited about that one. As we got a little break here, let's spotlight Amadou Fall, who had that great block that did not count. He's a junior.
It counts to us.
It does count to us. He's a junior out of Senegal. As I said, he went to St. Louis Christian Academy with Cheick Nadaye. He also attended Three Rivers Community College as well as Arkansas Pine Bluff. He averaged 5 points, 5 rebounds to Three Rivers. Didn't appear too much at Arkansas, but he did come here with his old friend Cheick Nadaye. They both attended the Seed Academy in Chice, which is founded by NBA Africa president Amadou Gallo-Fall. And Amadou Fall started in the Sharks opener. 14 minutes, no points, but 3 rebounds and an assist. He got into early foul trouble, though, putting up 4 fouls in the game.
It's a really cool story, and it's nice that they were able to do that. The fact that they're able to come together and kind of play some meaningful minutes in a school, in a location as unique as Brooklyn, is a really nice story.
Absolutely, and they're both going to be big players here for the Sharks just by the looks of it. They're both getting big minutes early on. And Fall also attended the Basketball Without Borders Elite Camp in Angola in 2016, which is funded by the NBA. So that's also really cool. A lot of great players have come out of that camp.
Absolutely, Joe. And I'll be curious to see what the Sharks look to do here towards the end of this half. As you've seen the last couple possessions, they're trying to get back to what they were doing at the beginning, which is causing a lot of turnovers. When the Dolphins start passing the ball around a lot, they can get a little bit out of whack, I would say. Mm-hmm. And then when the Sharks push the ball up the floor, they're able to get those threes that they've been hitting early open. And you can tell that that's something that they're wanting to continue to be able to do.
Absolutely. It looks like RJ Green staying on the floor here. He's been in the game for quite some time, and for good reason, man. He's having such a great game here, controlling the offense for the Sharks. He's on the floor with Malatek, Jacob Johnson, Amadou Fall, and Keon Berns.
DJ Tucker missed that one, and the Sharks, like I said, immediately removing it right up the floor.
RJ Green kicking out to Keon in the corner. Keon for 3, gets that one to fall. Great shot there by Keon.
Been shooting great all game for us so far.
Absolutely, Dan. Now the Dolphins trying to get some offense going here to end the half. Beautiful little
stolen immediately.
But was stolen by Jacob Johnson. Kicks it to fall. Big boy moving the lane. Draws the foul. Draws the blocking foul. Unable to make the shot. And I believe that'll be free throws for Amadou Fall.
We love to see from our bigs, like we talked about in our keys of the game, that we have that sort of size. So the fact that Amadou and Check are both able to get put the ball down on the floor and go up hard has got them a couple free throw opportunities.
Absolutely. Now let's see if Amadou can knock these down here. We just saw their Mount St. Vincent coach, James Mooney, a little upset at the official there. Fun story about James Mooney. James Mooney is a CMSV alum. He's actually the school's all-time leading scorer. He's in their Athletics Hall of Fame, and in 2018 he won the Skyline Coach of the Year. He's been with the school for 5 years now. They've faced 4 Division I schools in their last 3 years, being the University of New Hampshire, Iona College, Columbia, and the College of Holy Cross.
It's an amazing story.
Yeah, he's done a lot of great things for the program, really trying to turn things around here. He was a 3-year pro in Europe. He also... from the Bronx himself, as that one will be out of bounds.
Yeah, there's this interesting little series of events there. We were able to miss that shot and unfortunately lose it on the rebound. Joe, we got 3 minutes left. It's 48-26. Let's see if the Sharks can string together a couple little possessions without turnovers here.
Absolutely, Dan. So now the Dolphins have the ball. They're trying to work things around here. They're really trying to create some offense. That's really been their big struggle here. As Amadou Fall with the steal
right there,
almost travels, but is able to get that one to Johnson. Just pushing up the pace. Gets it to Keon for 3. Unable to get that one to fall. That'll be Dolphins ball.
Again, showing kind of what I mentioned just shortly before, where steals leading to pushing the ball up the court, and we're trying to get those open 3 looks.
Absolutely. Fun little fact here is that Mount St. Vincent coach James Mooney is also an alum of Iona Prep, which is also where Shark freshman RJ Green went.
There we go. A couple New York connections, baby.
Absolutely. Iona Prep has had a lot of professional athletes. Ty Jerome, who was a NCAA champion and went on to play in the NBA. Nice little flip shot there by Frank Camastro, sophomore guard.
There's a great pass down to him in the middle of the paint that he was able to convert.
Absolutely, and the great football player Dick Ambrose, also an Iona Prep alum, and RJ Green doing a little maneuver there. I think we're going to get a foul there on Camastro.
Yes, sir.
And that'll be a 1-on-1 there, so RJ Green going to the line. Fun little fact also about Iona Prep, Don McLean, artist of American Pie, also went there.
Man, you know what we don't have from Oglala, Nebraska is anyone that did that stuff. Anything cool.
Yeah, Iona Prep is a well-renowned prep school, and RJ Green had a great career there. He averaged 21 points, 10 rebounds in the senior season. But RJ Green, Bronx alum, also played AAU in Brooklyn for the New Heights.
Misses that one, unfortunately, and the Dolphins got the rebound.
And Dolphins pushing it up now, really trying to push the pace here against the Sharks. Entry pass there, deflected, and that'll be Sharks ball. That's been a thing this last half, almost like half of the half, that the Dolphins have really struggled with is these entry passes.
When they have been working, it's when their passes, their ball movement is the key to their offense. And you can tell they're struggling a little bit with entry passes, like you've been saying.
Absolutely. Sharks working the ball around. Keon Berns, another 3. Quick trigger, gets that one to fall. Keon Berns has had the utmost confidence this game, and for good reason. He has been absolutely killing it for the Sharks now.
And that puts the Sharks up 51-28, Joe, with a minute and a half remaining.
Absolutely, and that puts Keon Berns up to 15 points here for the Sharks. He's been absolutely dominant. But as we were saying, Mount St. Vincent, 8 turnovers already, and that'll be 9. Pushing it up to Jacob Johnson, all alone, goes up for the slam! Ooh, and they called a travel. Oh, deflating call there. Jacob Johnson trying to get the house rocking here, but they called back his shot.
What's been interesting, too, is how him and Coach Strickland are over there kind of laughing about it, too. That's a bummer.
Yeah, like you said, Sharks up 51-28 right now. Minute left in the half here. Step back. They're unable to go for Camastro, and the Sharks now pushing the ball up the floor. Getting it to Jacob Johnson, goes up and can't get that one to go. Amadou Fall gets the rebound and draws the foul there. He'll be going to the free throw line for 2.
Once again, a great example of Amadou Fall being in the right place at the right time. Was able to get that board, go up strong, and get the foul. Shooting 2.
Absolutely, and like we expected, the LIU bigs have just been absolutely dominant here early on. Check Nadai with 9 points, 3 rebounds. Amadou Fall off the bench has also been really dominant in the paint, drawing a bunch of fouls. This will be his 5th and 6th free throws here. And Fall's able to get that one to go. Did he miss the first one? Anyways, the Dolphins are bringing up the ball now. 48 seconds left in the half. Trying to find someone open there, and tight pass. The Sharks are really pressing up on these passes, and it is working.
They've not been allowing any easy pass to go. And the one thing you can tell that they're really focusing on was not letting them get the ball down.
Absolutely. Malatek there, able to contest the shot, force the miss. RJ Green now pushing up. About a second difference between shot clock, game clock. Got about 25 seconds left here in the half. Coach Strickland calling something out here for his players. Quick little set.
And you can tell that he's just wanting to get one final shot in the end of the half.
Yep. They're not trying to push it. Jacob Johnson and RJ Green play a little hot potato there. We got 10 seconds left on the shot clock. RJ Green dribbling. Amadou Fall screen. Green takes it in. Kicks the Fall. Unable to hold on. The Dolphins pushing it up now. Going up for it. Left-handed layup. Gets it to Fall. That'll be Camastro. Gets that one to Fall. 53-30 going into the half. Sharks up big.
That was a real unfortunate end of the half there, my friend. The Sharks clearly had a play drawn up where Amadou Fall was going to be cutting to the basket. He just wasn't able to contain that pass. And then Camastro was able to run down the court and make a pretty nice shot to end the half there.
That's right, Dan, but absolutely beautiful finish there by Camastro, using the left after going up with the right.
Joe, we have halftime, 53-30 Sharks. We'll take the lead for sure. There's definitely some things that Coach Strickland can work on them with.
Absolutely. I mean, the Sharks have just been absolutely dominant in this game. They have not wasted any time getting out to this lead. The Sharks are shooting 56% from the field, 50% from 3, 9 of 18. And
the leader of the team there has been Q. Keon Berns, 5 of 7 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3. He has his spot there kind of on the, not quite the corner, but he knows where he likes it, and he's been hitting them all night. And what I love is that he's looking for him. He's looking for those shots as well.
Yeah, Q has been incredible for the Sharks here. Like you said, with those 15 points, also adding 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. He's been an absolute sniper. This has definitely been one of his best halves as a Shark.
I agree. It's great to see, and it's clear that the Sharks are looking to shoot, and they've gotten their opportunities, and I believe they're going to continue to do so.
That's right, Dan. We got about 14 minutes left in this halftime. We'll be back after a quick break. And we're back. Now, we intended on starting this broadcast about 15 minutes earlier than we did, so we didn't get to relay all of our pre-game coverage, so we're going to let some of that roll right now. Welcome to the Base Network. I'm your host, Joseph Simile, joined by my partner, Dan Bauer. Before our game starts, we'd like to do a Shark Spotlight. Our spotlight today is on Cheikh Ndiaye. Ndiaye hails from Chais, Senegal. He attended St. Louis Christian Academy in Missouri, afterwards making stops at Lee College, Southeastern Community, and Faulkner University before transferring to LIU this year.
Ndiaye played 18 minutes in the Sharks opener against Utah, posting 10 points and 4 rebounds, shooting 5 of 9 from the field. Ndiaye could replace the role of Isaac Conti of last year's Sharks team. Conti was a big body for the Sharks at 6'7", 240 pounds, averaging 12 points and 7.5 boards per game. Ndiaye comes in at a larger 6'8", 250 pounds. The Sharks are hoping that his size and physicality will help set the tone defensively and provide a dominant inside presence.
As you touched upon, Dan, Ndiaye has an NBA-type body. He and Amadou Fall are bigger than anyone the Sharks had last season. Both Fall and Ndiaye have a history together as they both attended the Seed Academy in Chais, a boarding school founded by NBA Africa president Amadou Gallo Fall. They were also teammates at St. Louis Christian Academy and wanted to play together in college, but chose different directions to begin their careers. They are reunited now with a new-look Sharks team as a potentially monster physical front court tangent.
Yeah, we're very excited to see what Ndiaye brings to these Sharks. This was your Shark Spotlight. I'm Dan Bauer, joined by Joe Simile. Let's kick it to us live now at the Rack.
Last night, a devastating tragedy occurred as 3 University of Virginia players were shot and killed on the campus. During our coverage today, we'd like to take a moment of silence to honor the lives of Lavelle Davis Jr., Devin Chandler, and Deshaun Perry, whose lives were taken way too soon. Thank you. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back to the Rack. We've been teasing this gentleman all night. It is our tech, what are we calling you, Kevin, our tech producer?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
There we go. Kev has some intimate, he was a manager for the basketball team last year, so you've been around the LIU Sharks a lot. So you've seen the differences and you've seen the similarities. In general, what are your takes so far into this first half of our first home game?
I've really enjoyed seeing how the Sharks are using their size to their advantage. Like you were saying before, the tallest player, Mount St. Vincent's, is only 6'6", so being able to pound the boards, being able to get into the paint, that's really been massive for them.
Yeah, it's clear that the Sharks are looking to hit some three-pointers. It's clearly a team that's wanting to run and gun. And Q has been shooting lights out from the beginning of the game. It's great to see that he's kind of taking charge and being willing to take those shots.
No, for sure. I can definitely agree with that one. And being around him in practice, everything, you can always see him shooting threes. It's great to see him finally falling for him.
Agreed. We've had a couple guys that have really kind of shown out, and that's Joe and I talked about RJ Green quite a bit. It was great to see him in there getting those hard minutes, especially as a freshman, and he's a good size 6'6" guard freshman. We saw Jake Cook in there playing tough, and we've seen both of our bigs that we kind of wanted to highlight with Amadou Fall-Chegnadai in there using their strength. Another one, Kevin, who you didn't know as well, but it's good, is Marko Militic is in there, and the guy's not afraid to shoot, which is really great to see.
No, not at all, and he has a really smooth stroke while he's shooting the ball, and it's honestly been great to see him not being afraid. Mid-range, three-pointers everywhere.
Now, gentlemen, do we think that this second half, are we trying to do anything different? Are we trying to do more of the same? What do you think was going on in halftime there that Coach Strickland was trying to tell the team?
I think it's all about process with Coach Strickland, right? It's a matter of if he felt like they were doing things the right way every time down the floor, The Sharks have been shooting hot, but, hot shooting can only take you so far. Now, obviously, it's taken them very far, and a lot of time process has been good. But I think Coach Strickland's really just focusing on tightening up the turnovers, because the Sharks are at 10 turnovers and, less fouls with 9 fouls there in the half.
Yeah, no, turnovers are always going to be a downfall of a team like that. Is there anything that surprised maybe either of you guys about the minutes or the rotation that we've had so far?
I think, we touched upon it before, but I think how much trust Coach Strickland's put into RJ Green. RJ Green has had a phenomenal start to the game so far. 5 points, 4 assists, a steal, a rebound, playing great D. And I think that, he's kind of limited the minutes that we've seen out of Trey Wood, which I think is something.
And Trey was playing really tough in there, and he was driving to the rim a lot, and it was different to see. But what's been good is, like you said, that when RJ's taken the point, it's something you picked out pretty quickly, is he slows it down. He keeps things in control, and it's something that he's done a good job with doing so far.
Yeah, I think both the point guards here have played great. Trey Wood putting up 5 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. On top of what RJ Green has done, I think the Sharks have gotten good point guard play. I think that was a bit of a concern coming into the season, is the depth at point guard. But I think that RJ Green has been off to a phenomenal start in his collegiate career already. I would expect more of the same. It's also good to see Noble Crawford getting some run out there as well. He put up a point, an assist, played some solid defense. I don't think any of the Sharks played bad by any means either, Dan. I think that we've seen a lot of good performances.
It's been a good game for them to get out of the way, if nothing else. Like I said, I love seeing the shooting that we've had so far, and I love seeing how willing they are to shoot and they're ready to shoot. We got a couple guys that know that that's what their job is, and they've done nothing but show that they're ready for it.
Absolutely, and I think another surprising thing too is Jacob Johnson is actually leading this team in rebounds at the moment. He's pulled down 7 rebounds to go along with his 3 steals and 1 block. That's kind of his role in this Sharks team, is to be that defensive stopper, and I think that he's been absolutely dominant in that role. He's had a couple really nice shutdown plays. He had that one play where he did get the foul called on him, but he just absolutely swallowed the shooter there. I forget which one it was on the Dolphins, but it was just a phenomenal play, and I think that he's been all over the court on defense.
Agreed. The numbers for the Sharks don't look bad. We got 25 rebounds, like you said. We got 15 assists, and it's something that we've been able to see is that they do a good job of dishing the ball around and trying to find the open shot. There's a few times you can tell where they maybe have taken a shot quick in the shot clock that they maybe wouldn't have been looking for. Obviously, if it falls, no big deal there. But I think that in general, they've been playing fairly good, patient ball and taking advantage of those times. They're clearly moving the ball and use a lot of it during those fast breaks.
Absolutely, and like you said, Dan, they are just absolutely killing it in transition. I think that's really been the biggest thing for them is A, the transition, and B, the shooting they've gotten out of Keon Berns. Got a minute left here in the half, but I think that it's really the spread attack, right? Every single Shark that has played has scored. So whereas you look at the Dolphins, they've had numerous players that have played that have scored. Now the Dolphins are running a much deeper rotation. The Dolphins have had, by my count, 8 players come off their bench So they're really running out as much as they can. They've got 13 players that have checked into this game, whereas the Sharks have only played 9. But I think going back to what our keys were, I think they've really been able to contain Porsic and Darab. Porsic is 1 of 7 from the field right now. He really hasn't been able to get anything going. He hasn't been able to create space. And, Darab has the 2 steals, but only 3 points, along with 2 turnovers and 2 fouls. So I think they've been able to contain those 2. And really the 2 big guys for them have been DJ Tucker as well as Capizzuto. With Tucker 7 points, 2 boards, and Capizzuto 6 points, 3 boards. And we are coming back into the half now. Interesting to see who the Sharks bring out to start, whether or not we see RJ Green or Trey Wood. And it looks like Chikandaya and Trey Wood, the first to come out the huddle, along with Jake Cook, Keon Berns, and it looks like it's going to be Jacob Johnson.
So our same starting 5.
Yeah, starting 5 coming out here. Looks like the same thing for the Dolphins, as Jake Cook right in front of us, about to inbound it to Trey Wood.
Let's get this half started.
Absolutely, Dan. We have switched sides now. Sharks working it around. Keon, quick trigger, gets that one to fall. 6 of 7 from 3.
Gotta shoot Joe Simile, and he has been feeling it all day. And as far as I'm concerned, let's keep feeding him the rock.
He's been absolutely lethal. Connolly working around to Tucker. Tucker hop step, little float shot, unable to get it to go. Keon Berns the board, pushing it up. And Jacob Johnson losing that one, but drawing the foul there. I believe that one is going to stay on the floor as Keon going into inbound. I wonder if they're going to run that same play with Jake Cook getting the little slip screen. They're on top of that. They still go into him. Jake Cook, beautiful finish
what
on
a
the
play.
inside.
You're right. That was the play that they had ran before with Cook coming last down the middle. The Dolphins are ready for it. Sharks didn't care. Just gave it to him over the top, and he was
Sharks
able
been
to
setting
convert.
that little back screen there, and Cook with the beautiful soft finish. Now as the Finns are working it around here, Porsic, little pull-up mid-range, unable to get that one to fall. He's just been having a rough time shooting the basketball right now against the Sharks defense. And kudos to the Sharks for the defense they've been putting on. Now Cook for 3 is able to get that one to fall. No, he's not. Sharks fighting to keep the board alive, but will not be successful, and that'll be the Dolphins' ball.
Jacob Johnson had good position, but he was kind of there in himself.
Yep, so we are at 58-30 here, beginning of the second half. If you just come back to us now, Sharks have been absolutely dominant this game, but Finch still putting up a good fight. They're not ready to go home just yet. And great defense there by Jake Cook, able to force DJ Tucker to lose that one, and that'll be Sharks' ball.
Kind of the same story from the first half there. They've been driving the hoop all right, the Finns have, but in general they've had a lot of turnovers, and it gets a lot of loose for them sometimes there when it gets down into traffic. Yeah, the Finns have had a lot of trouble with self-creating. A lot of their baskets have come off of motions here, as Nadaya, beautiful move on the inside, unable to get that one to fall. The Finns are in a 2-3 right now, trying to minimize LIU's size. Darab there with the ball, gets the screen, fakes the pass, kicks it out. Darab gets the ball back, takes it inside, and they're going to call him out of bounds there on the baseline. Another good drive there by Darab, and he had a nice outlet pass, but in general, like you said, another turnover there that has been stemming from them being maybe a little bit out of control or too aggressive as they go down.
Yeah, quick time out there too. Darab might have had a shot there, but he chose not to take it. But Sharks off to a quick start this half as well, getting a lot of good looks early on, playing that great defense that they started in the first half. That's something that Coach Strickland talked about a lot coming into this season, was playing great defense and getting out in transition.
Joe, is there anyone in this second half you're maybe looking to see a little bit more out of, or a little bit different than what we saw the first half?
I'd like to see Cook. Cook's been great on the inside, but he's 0 for 4 from 3. Would like to see him knock those down. But otherwise, he's played a great game. I'd like to see Trey Wood get some more burn, because I really did think that he was really good to start the game. But RJ Green obviously came in, did a great job. We've talked about this quite a bit on this broadcast. But I would like to see Malatek get some more burn too, just because he is such a lethal shooter from the outside. But Keon Berns, he has been lethal.
Been his night, and I love when you can tell that he knows it and all of his teammates know it too when they're looking for him.
That's right, and it's not just the scoring. Obviously, he's at 18 points, but he's also brought down 6 boards and a team-leading 4 assists. RJ Green also with 4 assists there, but just a great all-around performance from Keon, and just been going at it defensively as well. Same 5 for the Sharks here coming out the timeout. Looking the same for the Dolphins as well.
Oh, little help. There we go.
Yep. Inbound it to Cook, back to Wood. Let's see what Strickland drew up out of the timeout here. Looks like the Dolphins still in that zone. Nadai going at Connolly. Oh, throws it down on top of Jack Connolly. This is what we talked about, Dan.
What we want to see. And like you said, they straight up attacked that zone and dared Connolly to take down Nadai.
Absolutely. Connolly is their biggest player at 6'6", 240. Fakes the shot there. Gets it to Porsick. Keon Berns in the lane. He's going to take that all the way for the slam. Brings down the house. Keon Berns, what a game. That puts him up to 20.
A couple huge dunks for the Sharks there.
TJ Tucker unable to get that one to fall. Jacob Johnson, a little sidewinder there trying to keep it alive. Think he fouled one of the Dolphins there. But going back to that Nadai dunk, man. I mean, this is what we were talking about. Nadai, 6'8", 250 pounds. Able to just absolutely take advantage of Connolly at 6'6", 240.
And they just gave it to him, and he just backed him down, used his size, and was able to take him out.
Went up, over, and through him. That was quite a play. I would say that's probably the highlight of the game.
Definitely for me. And we got Marco that we talked about coming back in.
Yep, Malitic coming in for Jacob Johnson. Coach Strickland opting for some more offense here. Sharks up 62-30 with 17 and a half minutes left. And Darab with the shot, kind of lost control of that one, it looked like, as that one was quite short. Malitic in transition, little Euro step, gets stunted, unable to get to go. Cook fighting for the board. Darab right on the baseline. Good job keeping that one alive there. Porchik, nice pass down to Tucker, down to Kabazulu. Up and down there. Great defense by Jake Cook, forcing the jump ball. Porchik knocks it down, but it does not count. And that one will stay with the Fins.
Surprised we didn't get a travel out of that one. They called it a jump ball.
Yeah, they're going to say both players had a bit of possession on that one. But great defensive play by Cook nonetheless, who has also had the task of guarding Porsick, the Dolphins' leading scorer last season. And Porsick just unable to get anything open against Cook. Cook has a really nice combination of speed and size there as Darab misses that one. Trey Wood fighting for that one, and that'll be Sharks ball. Great effort there, great hustle there by Wood to able to get that one to be Sharks ball.
All right, let's slow it down a little bit here. Let's see what we can come up with when we're coming out of our actual half-court set.
Yeah, let's see what Coach Strickland obviously running something here. See a little action down there. Looking for Nadai, it looks like, who's got Connolly on him. Heavy help defense by the Fins, able to kick that one out to Malitek, and that's just easy money for Malitek. Malitek is one of the best shooters the Sharks have, and he's making it known.
As soon as that guy helped over to help Nadai backing down, Mark was wide open, and that's exactly
and we
what
saw,
they wanted from
we
that.
saw 3 help defenders from the weak side. Connolly with the shot, unable to get that one to fall, but we saw 3 Dolphins defenders on that weak side there trying to help against Nadai because, I mean, he's just been dominant. There we go. Big boy move there on Connolly.
Ooh.
But that'll be a charge. Porsick helping up Nadai. That's a really nice sportsmanship move there by Porsick. Porsick's their senior leader. He's definitely showing that maturity there, helping up Nadai after knocking down his teammate.
Nadai wanted that one again.
Yeah, he definitely did. And now coming in for the Dolphins, we are seeing Gerard Novello, freshman guard out of Staten Island. And he's got his hair tucked back there. Long-haired man just like me. That's what I like to see.
It's not. Go there. Wish I had more hair.
Porsick unable to get that one to fall. Berns pushing it up. Nice little crossover in the lane. Gets it out to Cook. Gets it down to Nadai. Gets fouled there on the floor.
Ooh.
Oh, no. They're going to call that a travel on Nadai. So that'll be Dolphins ball.
It's a good-looking spin move to me.
Great spin move there by Nadai. That'll be 65-30 Sharks here. We got about 45 left, and we got a timeout. We'll be back after this. This break in the action is brought to you by the LIU Marketing Society. For individuals looking for experience in digital marketing, creative advertisements, and graphic design, this is the club for you. It looks great in your resume. Meetings are at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. For more information, DM at LIU Marketing Society. That's at LIU Marketing Society on Instagram. Or join the E-Club in presence. Thank you to LIU Marketing Society. And that was the Base Network theme created by Cooper Albers, a sophomore here at LIU, also part of our crew. Not with us here tonight, but thank you, Cooper, for the amazing
spirit.
sound. Absolutely with us in spirit.
Look at us having a jingle. We have a jingle, we have a great name, and honestly, we've been going through a first great game so far too, Joe.
Absolutely, Dan. I'm having a lot of fun out here with you and Kevin. And, we're really excited for the inaugural broadcast of our network. I think this is the first of many great things to come.
Absolutely. Kevin, how you doing down there?
I'm doing good, Dan. Thank you for asking.
Thank you for running our camera.
Kevin looks absolutely swag right now. He looks so handsome.
You gotta be.
Yeah. Check the socials later for a picture of Kevin.
Absolutely. And now, the Dolphins got the ball. Beautiful pass there on the backdoor cut. DJ Tucker with the finish. I believe that was Cabazudo. Correct me if I'm wrong with the pass. Now Trey Wood here with the ball. Puts up a nice little mid-range
Great shot right there from the top of the key.
Absolutely beautiful. Same 5 for the Sharks after that break. And Cabazudo working it up, trying to get inside on Wood. Gets a good look there. Unable to get the fall. Grabs his own miss. Unable to get that one to go. Nice rebound and draws the foul there. That'll be Gorget Sign, Jr. out of West Hartford, Connecticut.
That, of course, is everything that we didn't want to see going into this game, where we had 2 guys with smaller frames getting boards, offensive boards down there, too. And looking like maybe they're trying to fix that with CJ Delancey about to check in for the first time this game.
Oh, good look there, Dan. Yeah, Delancey is ready to check into this game. Coming in for Nadaye. Now, Delancey is a big body, 6'8", 200 pounds, out of Arkansas. He went to Valley View High School. He was a 4A All-State, All-Conference player. He started in the opener, played 12 minutes, put up 2 points and a board. But he's a big defensive presence. He averaged 4 blocks per game as a senior in high school. So we're really excited to see him here, a freshman for our squad. And,
might have been a bit too happy there as he comes in and immediately gets an offensive moving screen foul.
Yeah, that's right, Dan. But
regardless, love to see the hustle.
Yeah, that's what happens with the younger guys here. RJ Green checks in, and we're actually seeing RJ Green and Trey Wood together on the floor, which is not something I don't believe we've seen yet this game. RJ Green able to poke that one loose. Malatek pushes up to Green. Green goes in, gets the nice finish in transition.
Great steal, great pass by Marco Malatek, and then a great finish there by RJ.
Some fans behind us are particularly excited about that one.
As they should be. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a fantastic finish. Dolphins working the ball around now. Connolly fakes the screen there, kicks it out for 3. That'll be Gerard Novello, the freshman, gets that one to fall. With the hair. That's right, Dan. Trey Wood working it inside. Nice little finish there, but can't get it to go. Good little look there by Trey Wood.
Both of our guards do a really good job of penetrating and getting to the rack.
Yeah, they've definitely shown that this game. I think that was a big issue of the Sharks team last year, was guard penetration. Tucker takes a couple liberty steps, gets in there, gets the finish.
Liberty steps. Absolutely. Granted, it was a nice finish from Tucker on the other side.
Gorgeous
and that gets
finish.
the score to 69-39 Sharks with about 14 minutes remaining.
Cook there with the ball, working it to Malatek. Malatek wide open, gets the little floater to go. Delancey almost gets the offensive goaltending there. That man can jump.
Yep. That guy looks like he can hit his head hit the top of the board.
Oh, he easily could. He was on his way doing that with that last possession there. Dolphins working it around. We got about 13 and a half minutes here. DJ Tucker with the ball, kicking it out to Connolly. Connolly fakes the shot. Connolly takes inside. Nice little poke there by RJ Green to get that one loose. Connolly trying to work on Delancey. Gets inside. Can't get the hook shot to fall. Grabs his own miss. But we'll see a foul on the floor as Cabazudo hits the ground. Coming in for the Finns, we're seeing Frank Camastro coming in for Capizzuto.
The Sharks have 5 fouls already, and we're 7 minutes in, Joe.
Yeah, not been a good look there for the Sharks, but
we've been giving them way too many second chances, and those second chances have been leading to those fouls.
Yeah, when you have this kind of size advantage, you really can't be giving up those boards. But I think that's why we're seeing Ndai check back in quickly. But it looks like Delancey is coming out. A little confusion there. Strickland's gonna high five his player there, but you know that's why we bring in Ndai. And Jake Cook with the block.
Great recovery there from Jake
to
Cook.
Malatek for 3.
Got
Bang! Marco Malatek with 3.
Great sequence there for the Sharks. With a let off with an amazing block by Jake Cook and a great shot by Marco.
What looked like some bad defense on the inbound, recovered by Cook with the block. That was a fantastic play by Cook and a great transition opportunity for the Sharks. 2 Sharks fighting for the board. Malatek will bring it down as he works his way in. And yeah, that'll be a bit of a travel there.
A little stumble.
A little stutter.
Stumble.
But yeah, Sharks up 74-39. About 12:40 to go here. Jalen Lewis checking in for the Dolphins.
Hit a nice first half for him, too, little freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. Jalen Lewis, nice surprise there for the Finns. Put up a nice little 3 points there for the Dolphins. And
little Aaron pass just off his head, though, there, too.
Yeah, Jake Cook coming up with that one. Oh, nice little sham god there by Trey Wood. Gets in, and the foul, and 1 for Trey Wood. What a gorgeous move there. Gets a beautiful look in transition, hits him with the sham god, gets fouled, and now he'll go to the line for 1.
What a great play, and it goes back to what we were saying. Our 2 point guards are attacking as soon as they get the chance, and that one was no doubt for him.
Absolutely, just a gorgeous, gorgeous move. That might have been, one of the plays of the game as well that we discussed. And he'll sink that one. That'll put the Sharks up 77-39. Dolphins working that one around, trying to get some kind of advantage here, and they just can't seem to. The Sharks are hounding them defensively. RJ Green, great defense there. Marco Malatek right up on him. And yeah, these Dolphins just can't seem to get anything. And ball poked loose there. Looked like Carrier had a wide open look, but ball poked loose there, I believe, by Amadou Fall.
Yeah,
that was not.
Once again, yeah, that was.
Oh, that was Amadou Fall.
Yeah, again, it just shows that once they're able to get there to the basket, they've been having issues whenever they have clean looks. Mm-hmm. So we got a timeout here, Joe. Sharks are up 77-39, and we got 12 minutes left. We're seeing a lot of the same from the first half.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. The Dolphins are really just struggling to get any sort of advantage creation here. They can't blow by anybody. They aren't. The Sharks are all over their off-ball screens. I think the Sharks' length and just speed is like really getting to them.
And an excellent example of that was that play that we talked about just a few minutes ago, where there was a blown coverage off that inbounds pass that never should have happened, but Jake was able to get across and swat that away, which led to a transition bucket for us.
Absolutely, that was a fantastic sequence for the Sharks here. And we got a quick little timeout here. Wonder what Strickland's going to draw up. The Sharks are up 77-39. Be back after this. The LIU Esports Club would like to remind everyone they're hosting a Just Dance event on Thursday, December 1st. No sign-up necessary. Enter for a chance to win a $25 Amazon gift card. That is Thursday, December 1st in the Esports Arena. Come on down and get your dance on for a chance to win, courtesy of the LIU Esports Club. Reminder, enter for a chance to win a $25 Amazon gift card. And we are back here as the Sharks take the floor. Looking like the same 5 here. We got Green, Wood, Malatek, Fall, and Cook.
Coming out of that break, I got to tell you, I love the Esports Club.
Yeah, I've been to a few of their events here and there. I'm semi-involved.
We are very semi-involved in that.
Yeah, all 3 of us here are e-board members of the Esports Club. Malatek contested 3, almost gets that one to fall. Definitely a bit of a heat check there. And speaking of heat check, we haven't seen Keon Berns in a little bit here. And that one will be Sharks ball.
We just know that if Keon comes in, we'll get another quick 9 points. So we don't want to go up that high.
Yeah, the Sharks now 5 players in double digits, that being Berns with 20, Malatek with 14, Cook with 10, Ndai with 11, and Wood with 10.
I give Trey a lot of credit there. He's being aggressive, and that caused the Dolphins, Dylan Hod, to get a little too close to him.
A good call there, Dan. And now we got Wood with the ball, kicking it to Malatek. Oh, quick trigger, unable to get that one to fall, but that's the thing you see with Malatek, just so confident in that jumper, and for good reason. I mean, he is lights out. He averaged 19.9 points at Laramie Community, shot 37% from three, with a program record 64 threes in the season. That's including a game against Sheridan College in which he put up 41 points with 7 threes.
Yeah, we'll take a game of that, many threes.
Yeah, we'd like to see that. Keon Berns quickly on his way to putting that up. Malatek there, blown coverage, tries to foul. They don't call it. Amadou falls, says, get that out of here. And good contest there by Cook. Might have been a little bit of a foul, but nothing was called.
Couple opportunities for the Finns there that didn't go their way.
Dish to Wood for three, and that one goes in. Trey Wood with the three. That'll put
Great
him up to
pass
13.
from Marco over there to him as well.
Absolutely. And speaking of Marco, getting aggressive on the defensive end, Sharks able to recover off Malatek hitting the floor there. Green playing some good defense there. And Malatek just absolutely hounding the ball carriers right now. And quick little three attempt there, unable to go. Sharks in transition. Wood able to get past Jalen Lewis. Throws it up. RJ Green unable to bring it down, but Amadou Fall fighting down there for the rebound with RJ Green. We got a jump ball. That'll go the Dolphins' way. But, man.
Add that to the almost plays of the game list.
The Sharks tried to
RJ was flying on that one.
The Sharks last year were very much a home team. They love playing off the crowd. They love the energy of the crowd. They went 12-1 at home last year. And I'm wondering if the Sharks team, I mean, we're kind of seeing it already, but will they kind of have that same energy? Will they try and...
They got some flair to them, and we'll love to see it. And honestly, not a bad little showing tonight at the Rec either for our first home game.
Absolutely. Oh, it looks like it's going to be Sharks ball. My mistake there, but apparently the Sharks themselves also didn't realize it. Gets it out to Cook, chooses not to shoot it. Trey Wood takes it inside, kicks it out. Cook again to Green. Throws down the hammer
right over the top.
RJ Green.
You can tell that he wanted that one after not getting his alley-oop to play before.
RJ Green, the freshman, in his debut at the Rack, absolutely going crazy for the Sharks. What a slam. And the Dolphins step out of bounds there. That'll be Dylan Hod.
Talk about the crowd getting behind that a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that was a sensational dunk by RJ Green, the McDonald's All-American nominee. Man, what a fantastic dunk there. Cook for three.
Got it.
Puts it in. Jake Cook gets that one to drop.
About a great pass there by Trey Wood, who drove him and left Jake wide open.
Sharks up 85-39, 9.5 minutes to go here. Dolphins working the ball around, trying to get anything. The Dolphins are really just having trouble getting inside that three-point line. They just cannot seem to penetrate there against the Sharks. The Sharks' length has been too much. Little pull-up there for Goodwin, unable to go. Sharks pushing it up. Wood draws the foul there on Hod. And nice little between the legs there. It doesn't count for anything, but wow, it was pretty nice.
The Sharks are imposing their will on him this half, which is something that we were looking for in the first half. We had it there at the very beginning of the game. Kind of lost it there in the middle of that half. And we got a couple guys coming back in. We got Q coming back in. We also have Jacob Johnson, and we also have Chek Nadai.
Absolutely.
As the score goes up, Joe, I'll be curious to see what kind of guys we can get in and what further minutes we can get in towards the end of this game.
I am also wondering that if the Sharks can hold on to this lead. Are we going to see anyone off the end of the bench? But yeah, Keon Berns, he has been the leader for this team this game. He has been absolutely electric. Let's see how many more points he could add on to his total. Berns already at 20 points, 6 of 7 from 3. And that one will be out of bounds, but it looks like the Sharks will hold on.
The fact that we have 5 guys in double figures is a great sign for this team.
Absolutely. Jacob Johnson, beautiful
great move
there.
Down below.
That was gorgeous. And beautiful block there. That was nice, good defense, but they're going to call the foul there.
Czech just can't get a break, can he?
No, he cannot. A couple of great defensive plays called fouls on him or his teammates. Dolphins working the ball around once again. Hod considering the jumper, won't take it. Trying to use the screen there. Nice little crossover. Kicks it out to Lewis. Lewis kicks it around. Hod, pump fake, takes it in. Kicks it out for 3. Unable to go there. That was Brian Rawlings. And Wood bringing it up once again. All the momentum in LIU side. Beautiful move there. Unable to get the jumper to fall. Thought he was fouled. RJ Green with the rebound, though. And he kicks out to Keon over to Trey.
A little half-court set we got coming up here for the first time in a while.
Looks like Strickland's going to call a pick and roll there for Trey. Finds RJ Green, takes it baseline, back out to Wood for 3. Can't get that one to go. Nadai with a big board. Unable to get that one to fall.
It was a great rebound, like you said, and a good second chance. Was just wasn't quite able to finish it.
Yeah, a little rough there for Nadai. And Goodwin here trying to put on the moves. Kicks it to Hod. Hod trying to work this around. Oh, takes it inside himself. Nice little look there, but couldn't get it to fall.
Great defense by
pushing it up. Jacob Johnson with the slam.
Great fast break.
Beautiful fast break.
Great finish.
That'll bring the Sharks up 89-39. Sharks are up 50 here with 7.5 left to go. Hod brings it in. Pump fake. Draws the foul. He's going to the 1.
He's able to just get past RJ there a little bit and was able to get some free throws out of it.
Looks like we got a little timeout here. We'll be back after the break. And we are back. Looks like Coach Strickland going with the same 5 on the court here for the Sharks. Now, Dan, if the Sharks win today, it would be their 7th straight win at home, dating back to last season. Now, we touched upon how dominant of a home team the Sharks were last year.
They finished so strong last year at home.
Yeah, and, this isn't just something of last year as well. This would be their 3rd straight home opening win, as the Sharks are currently up by 50. Make that 49 now as Hod knocks down that one.
Uh-oh. Maybe they're getting a little hot here, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not backing down. They're still going 110% as Hod knocks down both. That'll make it 89-41. Sharks are up. RJ Green now getting the ball. Passing it around. Sharks are. Jalen Lewis almost comes up with the steal there. That was a great attempt. Kicking it to Johnson. Johnson with the tough finish and the foul.
Great play by Jacob Johnson there. He's able to finish it.
Limps off that one a little bit. Wonder if he caught something in the quad
leg action. Yeah. Regardless, it was a great pass across. It was a pass that Jacob Johnson was able to make a nice play on.
Yeah, it was a fantastic finish. And now Jacob Johnson getting one shot there after the make.
Another one of our starters inching towards double-digit points.
And Johnson unable to get that one to fall. Dolphins looking to push and transition. Sharks back on D. Hod working the ball around, getting the screen, kicking it around. And again, the Dolphins just have not been able to get inside the paint or really even the three-point line very much. Keon Berns hounding defense there on Lewis. able to force that one out of bounds. It'll still be Dolphins ball.
Hod had another decent pass inside there to Jalen Lewis, and as it's been going for the Dolphins all night, their little entry passes like that just don't end up working out in their favor.
That's right, Dan. Now we got Jake Cook and Marco Malatek checking in for Trey Wood and Cheek Nadaye. So now we got the Sharks with a little bit of a smaller lineup here. Definitely got a lot of shooting here on the floor. So interesting to see what Coach Strickland's looking at with this. 1-5 I did really like earlier was when they just kept going in the die over and over again in the post and just surround them with 4 shooters. Yep. That was working really well for the Sharks.
Especially with that zone defense that the Dolphins had out there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they do something similar here with Cook. Now we see Cook in the low block on the low block here. RJ Green working around to Berns, to Johnson, to Malatek, to Green. Getting the screen from Cook. Little pull-up jumper there. RJ Green unable to get that one to go, but Jake Cook, big board, unable to get it. And the putback, unable to get that one to go as well.
Man, it went exactly like what you talked about with getting Jake involved down low, but he just wasn't able quite to convert. A couple nice rebounds there for him, though.
Yep. And, Keon Berns fighting for that one. Unable to come up with it. Hod, nice little entry pass there, but Cook with another rejection. Jake Cook has been unreal on the defensive side of the ball here. And now he gets it himself and one.
Great pass by Q as soon as it got down to that end of the floor.
Beautiful pass there by Q, and Jake with a nice finish over the smaller defender. Jake Cook's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he's having a great game. If Cook makes this, by my count, that'll bring him up to 15, or to 16 rather.
By your count?
Yeah.
I love that.
And here comes the free throw for Cook. Gets that one to go.
16, baby.
That's right, Dan.
Great math.
And that'll bring the Sharks up to 94 to the Dolphins 41 here. And Dolphins honestly have been really hesitant to shoot as well. You know, thought that Cassidy had a bit of a look there. Wouldn't take it, but beautiful finish there by Goodwin off the glass. That was a really nice floater.
Yes, it was. It has been the tale of two halves for these two teams, Joe. And it's something we probably could have saw coming with the Sharks having a bit of an off first half. Marco puts up a good shot there that didn't quite fall.
Yep, and nice little spin move there by Cassidy. Cassidy getting some burn here late in the game. He is Cassidy's a junior out of Washington Falls. Mastro getting a little courtesy step there. And that'll be Cassidy working it around to Goodwin. Losing the ball there a little bit. Puts one up over Johnson. Not even close. Burns up to Johnson. Johnson sees Green and Malatek, but goes up himself off the glass. That one will fall.
Gets it to go.
96-43.
The Sharks continuing to just kind of impose their will on the Dolphins here in the second half.
That's right, Dan. And Sharks are looking at that 100-point plateau, man. They have 4.5 minutes left to get 4 points. Think they could do it?
I think so.
And Cassidy, that one's a bit off.
Do we get any free stuff if they get over 100 points?
I don't think so, unfortunately. But Keon fakes the shot. Actually poked away there by Goodwin. That was a nice little move there. Poked that one away. And Noble Crawford getting ready to check back into the game here. And Jacob Johnson looks like he'll come off. Crawford wearing that leg brace. He played a little bit early on. He put up a point and a assist. So we'll see what he can bring now. And this is kind of what we're talking about, you know, into the game, seeing some players that don't normally get the burn. Speaking of burn, here's Keon Berns faking the shot, giving it to Crawford. Crawford taking it inside. Nice little kick out to Malatek for 3. And he's able to put that one in. No question about it. Malatek with his 5th 3 of the game. That'll bring him up to 17.
By Noble Crawford as well.
Absolutely nice little jump pass there in the corner. Noble very athletic. Very flexible. He can do a lot of things in the air, and we just saw that with that pass. A little step back there for Cassidy. Nothing but air. But, you like the attempt there. Absolutely. Cook unable to corral that one. Tries to get into Crawford, who gets hit. And we got a timeout on the floor. So 3:44 left. Sharks up 99-43. We'll be back after this. This break in the action is brought to you by the LIU Marketing Society. For individuals looking for experience in digital marketing, creative advertisements, and graphic design, this is the club for you. It looks great in your resume. Meetings are at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. For more information, DM at LIU Marketing Society. That's at LIU Marketing Society on Instagram. Or join the E Club in presence. Thank you to LIU Marketing Society. And we are back, and now we are here joined by a special guest star, Professor Scott Angarola, sports management, the director of sports at Rock Nation School, something along those lines. How you doing, Scott?
Yes, I am doing great, Joe and Dan. It's great to be here. Another season kicking off, and I think we're excited, right? We got a good victory so far, it looks like.
Yeah, we got it off to a good start. We can't thank you enough, Scott, for helping us get this thing off the ground. You've really been instrumental in us doing our thing here. So big shout out to Scott, the man, the myth, the legend.
All right, we will be in touch. Thank you for having me, and looks like we're back in action here.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
We got a couple new faces on the floor as well.
Oh, we
Joe.
do. CJ Delancey unable to get that one to fall there, but able to get it on the second time. We're also seeing Trey Booker, sophomore from Richmond, Virginia, out on the floor now. This is his first time playing today. RJ Green, Noble Crawford, and Malatek still on the floor. So let's see if these new bodies can bring that same intensity. A little interesting pass there, but able to get a bucket off of it. That's George Mejia, freshman out of Queens. RJ Green working it around. Noble with the pump fake. Trey Booker kicking it around. They're looking for Marco, it looks like, and Malatek has it. It looks like the Dolphins are back in their zone. Malatek kick it out, abusing that zone. Nice little job, and Trey Booker falls on the floor. Bats it to Green, who comes up with it. Kicks it out to Malatek. Shoots the three from deep. Bang! Marco Malatek from downtown. Way beyond the three-point line.
Marco, the Sharks there with another great hustle basket.
Trey Booker pokes it away to RJ Green, who gets the little flip off the floor to Malatek, who drains the three from downtown. That was a beautiful shot there. And,
Noble with the steal.
Yep.
And
Noble in transition. Breaks down the hammer. Noble Crawford goes up and puts it down.
Sharks having a little bit of fun at this point in time, Joe.
Absolutely. And we also do want to shout out Keon Berns, who in this game put up his first career double-double. He's sitting at 20 points and 11 rebounds. And Sharks up 106-45. This is the first time the Sharks have hit 100 points since they played, I believe, Maritime last year. Or Merchant Marine, was it? Yeah, apologies there. It was Merchant Marine that they put up 100 against. Nice little dump-off pass there by Sign.
Agreed. Major was able to finish again down below.
Yeah, nice little pass there by Sign. It was a good little move. And Trey Booker getting the screen, kicking it off to Noble for three. Gets that one to fall. Noble Crawford coming alive. Crawford coming alive here these last couple minutes, getting some burn, and play some great defense there. Forces the turnover by Novello. And they're going to say that Crawford touched this. That's going to stay with the Dolphins.
Not from our angle, Joe.
That's right, Dan. Kicking it out. The man with the hair, Novello, kicks it out to Camacho. Able to get that one to go. Dolphins have 50 points now to the Sharks, 109.
Minute 21 remaining.
Yep. RJ Green kicking it out to Malatek. Another three. Can't get it to go. Crawford fight for the rebound, comes up with it, and gets absolutely mauled by Sign. My Lord.
It wasn't necessary, as it were.
A little playground toughness there.
Yeah, exactly. Regardless, great rebound there by Noble to give him another second chance.
Absolutely. Way to hold on to it through the contact.
And with that puts them in the bonus, so he'll be shooting 1-1.
Good call there, Dan. Good noticing. And Noble here at the line. Noble, like we said, has been having himself a game since checking in here late in the game. Gets that one to fall. And the Sharks now have two players at 20 points. Keon Berns, who was paired that with 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 of 7 from 3, as well as Marco Malatek with 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 20 points, 6 of 11 from 3.
Our two shooters leading the way for us.
Absolutely. Just a two-prong attack from deep with those two. And They have both been incredibly lethal here against the Dolphins.
Yep, Noble made both of those free throws, too, to bring the score to 111 for the Sharks and 50 for the Dolphins.
Yep, that's right, Dan. The Dolphins still looking to get something going here on offense. They've just really struggled to penetrate the Sharks' defense, and credit to the Sharks. I mean, just everyone all around, and that's going to be a backcourt violation.
Another unforced error there for the
every
Dolphins.
single player for the Sharks that's come into this game has been unstoppable on defense, just
Absolutely.
really impenetrable there. And the Sharks will stay with that one. And RJ Green staying in the game here. He's going to size up his defender, kick it around to Noble. Out to Trey Booker. Back to RJ Green to Malatek. Working the ball around here for the Sharks. Looking for something. Playing a little hot potato here. Dolphins in their zone. Kick it to Malatek. Taking advantage of the zone. Fakes the floater. Oh, Noble Crawford tried to baptize a Dolphins defender. But
the baptism was ended by a shot clock violation.
The priest didn't quite show up there. Misses the shot. But, man, what an attempt. And that'll be a missed three there by Sign. And
rebound by RJ. We got 20 seconds left here, Joe, and I believe the Sharks will probably run out the clock.
Yeah,
here.
Sharks probably going to dribble that out. 111-50. What a dominant performance there by the Sharks. We got 6 players in double digits: Nadaye, Cook, Berns, Johnson, Wood, and Malatek.
RJ with 9, Noble with 8, too. So a lot of big, strong offensive effort here for the Sharks.
Great performance by the Sharks as they pick up their first win of the season here in this exhibition match. As the players go to shake their hands, just a dominating performance here by the Sharks in their first game.
Absolutely it was. It fulfilled what was necessary for like an exhibition match. You know, in football we see the warm-up games, the proverbial warm-up games as they were. And for this one, thank you, sir. For the Sharks to come out here and be able to get this big win at home, it was good. It was good for us to see. It was good for the fans to see. You can kind of see where the lineups are going. You can kind of see how the guys and what their strengths were, you know. Our keys to the game developed around size, and in the first half, especially in the early parts of the second half, that was true with Cheick Nadaye. Guy looked good. He has a lot of strength and has a lot of raw power. But really, I think what shined to you and I most would obviously be the great shooting by Marko Malatic and Keon Berns. And the other thing that I really liked seeing was RJ Green.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. And, you know, LIU won the first half 53-30 and the second 58-20. So it was really a dominant performance in both halves. You know, like you said, the shooting was absolutely electric. Both Berns and Malatek ended with 6 threes. And, you know, RJ Green played big minutes off the bench for the Sharks. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, really doing it all. And the defense for the Sharks was really fantastic. The Dolphins really struggled to get anything going, even in their sets. And I think this is a big win for the Sharks. I think coming off that 41-point loss against Utah, this is going to be really big for the team's momentum. You know, they're really excited about this win. You know, they won by 61 here, so it was definitely a convincing win.
And they're able to have a fun game here at home. And, you know, I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, the tale of two halves. Our defense, like you said, was great in the second half. I believe we only had 4 turnovers in that second half. And those are the type of things that we're going to need to have throughout the rest of the season. We can't have turnovers, got to win that plus minus. And just if we can keep shooting like that, we'll have a lot of positivity coming our way this season.
Absolutely, Dan. The Sharks shot 17 for 31. That's good for 54.8% from 3. And
I'll take that. Would you take that?
Interestingly enough, the Sharks shot 58.6% from the field and only 60% from the free throw line. So we were about to miss away from having a higher field goal percentage than free throw percentage. So
that would be fun.
That's something that Coach Strickland is probably not going to be too happy with.
Have
but
our
something
big
that
guys
we'll
work on their free throws there.
Yeah, but overall, a great convincing win here for the Sharks. Just a wonderful performance all around. I don't think anyone had a particularly bad performance here for the Sharks. And, you know, credit for Mount St. Vincent for coming into the D1 school and putting up a fight, you know. I think the Sharks really did, like you said, they followed our keys, right? Both Porsic and Darab only had 3 points each, and Darab only had 2 steals, which he had gotten early in the first. So the Sharks
were as if you knew what you were talking about when creating those keys for the game.
The Sharks were able to, you know, do a decent job holding on to the ball. They did have 14 turnovers, but it didn't really come back to bite them. as they won here in convincing fashion. But I think that about wraps it up for me. Wouldn't you say, Dan?
I agree. Kev, down there on the far end, what do you got for us?
Game. It was a great game for the Sharks, and it was great to be part of this broadcast.
Yeah, thank you for helping us out, Kevin. This was great. Joe, once again, thank you for helping set this up. It was great to see a little guest appearance there from Dr. Angarola. Thanks to Tressa Cunningham, also the dean of our school. This was good. I had a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to continuing to do this throughout the whole season.
Absolutely. I think it was a fantastic first game. Like we said, we're really trying to build out this network here, so I think this is a great first game to do it. I'm Joseph Simile, joined with Dan Bauer and Kevin Berns, and this has been us from the Big Apple Sports and Entertainment Network, otherwise known as the Base Network. Hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and
thank you to our parents for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you to Brad Bauer. Thank you to Eileen Simile and Kevin. I forget what your dad's name is.
Jill Berns tuned in.
Jill Berns. Thank you guys all for tuning in.
We'll see you from the next one.
Yeah, this has been the Base Network, and
have a good one.
Have a wonderful night, everyone. God bless.